can never win the world by talking. I remember year 2001, we went to raise some 5 million, 3 million venture capitalist dollars in the USA and got rejected. I think we have to get used to it. We're not that good. Even today, we still have a lot of people reject us. I think when I graduated from universities, and before for 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I know I'll be rejected. I just don't want to say that.
Yeah, sorry now. 10 times you wrote them and said, I'd like to come to Harvard.
Yeah. And then I told myself someday I should go teach there, buddy.
I think that can be arranged.
I had a lot of fail. I failed for funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times. And I failed 3 times for the middle schools. And you will never believe in Hangzhou, my city, there's only 1 middle school that lasts only 1 year. It was changed from primary school to middle school because our graduates of our school, no middle school accept us because we were too bad. They would become a middle school. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no books, English books. So I went to the Hangzhou Hotel, now called Hangzhou Shangri-La Hotel, because that was the hotel can receive the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I showed them around as a free guide, and they taught me English. And I think that changed me. Today, I'm 100% made in China. I've never got a one-day train outside China. Yeah. And when people talk to me, say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years. These Western tourists opened my mind because everything they told me are so different from the things I learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I read, I use my mind. Years ago, people say, Alibaba model is terrible. Does not make money, have this and that, all the big bad things because Amazon is better, eBay is better, Google is better, and there's no such model like Alibaba in the USA. So I told myself and people, we were better than people thought. But today, when we are that big size, I said, no, we are not that good as people thought. We're just a company 15 years old. I mean, I remember my first time in Time magazine, they call me Crazy Jack. And I think crazy is good. We are crazy, but we're not stupid. We know what we are doing, but if everybody agree with me, if everybody believe our idea is good, we have no chance. So many people I talked to at that time for Alipay, they say, this is the stupidest idea you have ever got. But I say, I don't wear the stupid clever as long as people use it. Now we have 800 million people using this Alipay. At the beginning, for the first 5 years, I just want to survive. And 5 years later, I think...
That's 2000, 90.
Yeah. But later, I think, wow, so many people's life changed. I was so excited, for the first 3 years, we made zero revenue. Zero revenue. But we are so excited to continue to work. You know what happened? I remember many times when I go to a restaurant and have dinner, somebody came, when I was trying to pay the bill, the owner of the restaurant came to say, sir, your bill is paid by someone. And the small note said, hey, Mr. Ma, I'm your customer of Alibaba Group. Alibaba platform. I made a lot of money, and I know you don't make any money. I pay the bill for you.
Yeah.
And I remember one day that I was sitting somewhere in the coffee, somebody sending me a cigar. I don't smoke cigar, but there's a note, thank you very much, I'm your customer. And I remember in the Taobao days, I was at the Shangri-La Hotel in Beijing. When I get on the taxi, the man who opened the door for me, the boy at the gate, he said, Jack, thank you very much. I'm service here. My girlfriend makes more money than I do on your site. And this is something that you know, that it's not amazing. If you don't do it, nothing's possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope. We grow from 18 people to 30,000 people, 18 people in my apartment, to now we have 4 big campers. Compared to 15 years ago, we were big, but compared to 15 years later, we're still a baby.